Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, thanks for dropping by. I'm going to be doing my first ever RomeTotalWar Barbarian Invasion playthrough, and I will be playing with Darthmod enabled. If you guys are unsure what Darthmod is, there's videos on YouTube explaining what it is. The gist of it changes unit skins, changes the map slightly on some things, just changes different things in the game. I can give you a brief summary, but I'll just let you guys run to another video on YouTube that could explain it probably better than I could. On this playthrough, I'm going to be playing as the Saxons with no battle time limit. I'm going to manage all of my settlements. Campaign difficulty, I'm going to be playing on very hard difficulty as well as battle difficulty, very hard. I just recently started my first ever very hard battle difficulty campaign as the Julii on my channel. You guys can check that out. Usually I play on medium difficulty because the only thing this changes is stats of the enemy troops. Makes the enemy troops just stronger in general, so it doesn't like actually change their playstyle. But it's still just more fun for a challenge, I guess, for the viewers, just more entertaining, I guess. So we're gonna do that anyway, and let's get right into it here. I will be putting timestamps in the bottom, that way you guys can skip the intro or skip any part that you guys find dull or boring, because these playthrough series can be pretty long. Okay, what are we going to do here? Let's see. Let's check out all of our factions members and stuff. So we got the faction leader. He looks to be a pretty good general here. Superb administrator. That's going to be really good for public order. Really good for farming as well. Looks like it's a good governor or a general. What did this say? Improves public order. I didn't know if that was going to give me any conversion bonus. The difference between Barbarian Invasion and the regular Rome Total War is that you have a new mechanic that was added into the game called Religion. If you look at the settlement details, it shows right here religious conversion strength, and this is based on the neighboring regions. For each region that is under a specific religion, it'll give an extra 5% bonus to that religion in your settlement, just your neighboring settlements. Also, characters in the region, whatever bonuses the characters in the region give, and also buildings in your own settlement, like this Sacred Grove of Ui or UIE, or however you pronounce it. This one here does give us the paganism bonus, plus the missile recruitment bonus and happiness on top of that. Back to the details. We are making 331 roughly right now due to mainly farming, and I guess we are making some on some trade. I wonder what that increases from on the next turn. So something, I guess, this here, the little faded out area here and here as well. What these little faded areas is, that's showing you your projected increase on the following turn. So right now, my income is 453. On the next turn, my income from trade will go up to 673. So faded areas are projected for the next turn. Let's see. What should I do first thing? I don't know if I want to get my population growth up because it's already at 6%. So a cesspool would increase the population growth. UE would increase happiness. Sea Raiders, not really super big on those. Thinking about going for a weaponsmith just to increase my soldiers' attack, defense, etc. All income buildings have been built in this settlement until I increase my settlement to the next level, the large city. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting on my population to grow, let's jack our tax rate up. Let's go ahead and hire some more Saxon Keel. This guy does not have any religion bonus. This guy is pagan. This guy's pagan. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to add religious traits to your characters. This works for spies, diplomats, assassins, family members, whatever the character is. All you got to do is, there is a little button on your keyboard, little key on your keyboard right below the escape button in the top left, the one right below it. It'll pop up this little type box, and if you type in give underscore trait, just like so, do a space, do quotations, or I think that's the right word, quotations, My assassin's name here is Gundiok, or Gundiok, Gondios, however you pronounce his name. So in parenthesis, I'm going to type his name. Don't forget your caps. Gundiok, however, another parenthesis or quotation, then space, another quotation, type in pagan, more quotations, just like so. And by doing so, if you look, you remember I checked out my spy or my assassin just a second ago. He had no religious bonus. So now he has pagan, which gives him plus 5%. Now, if you have a character, let's say you have a character or a diplomat, etc., who has pagan, you're wanting to change his religion to Christian, you would literally follow out the same thing, underscore, give trait, let's do the quotations, Utlinde, or however, and then you would type Christian in quotations. That takes away pagan, but as you see, it didn't give him the Christian bonus. So all you got to do is just type the same thing again. Utlinde, Christian, in quotations. Now, by typing it twice, the first time it takes away your current religion, second time it gives you a new religion. So, of course, I'm going to bring this back to pagan, just because my faction religion is pagan. Utlinde, pagan, whoops, yep. And, whoops, I messed it up. Getting too excited over here. Give trait, Utlinde, whoops, Christian, and one more time. Give trait, Utlinde, and pagan. Just like so. I guess I mistyped it the first time. I typed Christian, that's why. Well, good grief, man. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, Utlinde, pagan. There we go. Now we're good. Okay, for the sake of the video, I just wanted to show you guys that. Okay, so we have 2 Levy Spearmen here, 1 hunter, Saxon kill, another hunter, so 3 hunters in an army. These mercenary foederati, cav, and foot soldiers have extremely high upkeep, as you can see, compared to the Saxon kill. They cost over 3 times as much, so we're not going to be hiring these. Any kind of Roman or Roman-like mercenary is going to be very high upkeep. So I have a strategy in mind here. So the Burgundy and the Lombardi, typically their first moves as their faction, the Burgundy will either head left to Campus Chatii or Campus Barbaricum, and then the Lombards here will either go for Campus Marcomani or they'll go for Vicus Vandali. But the reason why they don't typically go for Vandali is because the Vandals typically take this area or are around the area. So Lombards typically will go for this settlement, and hopefully the Burgundy will go, or Burgundii will go for the Campus Chatii here. And the reason why I'm hoping this is because it will leave less army in their capital here. For any of you who are familiar with Barbarian Invasion, a bunch of factions in this game, once you take out their last settlement, they turn into a horde faction, which will spawn 3, 4, 5 armies just like this, full stacks, and they will be in horde mode, which means 0 upkeep. As you can see, the Huns in Barbarian Invasion have 9 stacks, full armies, and they are a nightmare. I'm hoping they do not come left here. Me being in the northern front here will make it to where I'm less likely to encounter the Huns or the Vandals for quite some time if I do it all. But so the reason why I'm hoping Burgundy takes Campus Chatii is because I want to take their capital here. It is a larger city. It's the same city rank as mine. Let me see here. Okay, so I have a minor city here. Well, their capital, the Lombards and the Burgundii, they have minor cities here as well. But if he takes Chatii here, then I'll go and take his capital, and that will be a pretty well upgraded settlement to have right off the bat. But in the meantime, while I wait, I think my first move is to head toward Campus Fricii here and to get more naval trade going with that port there. since Campus Chadiai does not have a port. So let's do that. Let's retrain our men here. Let's send our faction heir up here as well to retrain his men. And then I will be recruiting the Saxon Kiel. Let's go ahead and send our spy over. I'm going to keep my diplomat somewhere in the area here around my capital. I don't know exactly what I want to do with my assassin just yet, so I'm just going to keep him kind of in the area. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and set up his quick save. I always quick save at the end of every turn I have for the sole reason of in case the game glitches out or crashes for some reason. Rome Total War is known to crash every once in a while, and that will prevent me from losing any data. As well as if you are wanting to cheat, you can quick save before your battles, and if they don't go the way you like, you can always reload your quick save and give it another try, like in case one of your general family members dies and you would rather redo that and prevent that from happening. Okay, let's get right into the next turn here. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, nothing happened. Quick save. You can also quick save like this. There's a 75% chance my spy will make it. If he dies, I can just reload that quick save. So he did not die. We're good. Can I assassinate? No, 4% chance. That's not happening. There's no way I could do that. What about this guy? Can I assassinate him? Let's quick save and try this. Ah, well. That did not work out. So this is a perfect example of reloading your quick save to get your assassin back if he dies. So that can be kind of helpful for you guys. See, I have my assassin right here. And also by reloading your quick save, it re-rolls the chance to where you could possibly get away with it this time. So I didn't get away with it, but as you can see, my assassin did not die, but his trait did go down that time, but for the sake of the video I want to show you guys that. So now I'm back on track here. Let's see, do I want to recruit any more men before I push in? Let's do this. Only 2 archers there. I don't think I want to get a third. We could do 2 levies, 2 kill, 2 archers, and push in. I think I will, for the sake of bum rushing. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Sneaky ambusher. So my faction leader is the only one with command stars and more public order bonus. So here's another thing. If you are wanting to take all your men, let's say you have a bunch of random like all these units are randomly in order here, no structure at all, and you want to, if you're OCD like me and you want to get all of them bunched together in groups without having to do it in battle or etc., then all you got to do is in order, hold down the control key and click on the units that you want to line up in order. And just like that, I can move out of my city here and see this. Now all my units are structured and ordered the way that I clicked them, as far as like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the order that I clicked them. So that works out for me since I have OCD. Let's go ahead and send our faction leader down. Looks like we will be able to besiege that next turn. I'm still in the green, so that's good. I'm going to keep hiring more Saxon Kiel, and I'm not going to disband my boats just in case someone comes to try to, like a rebel general comes in with ships or like pirates or something to blockade my port, since that's where most of my income's coming from. Although if I did disband these ships, I probably could get a good amount of more income by not having that 160, 170-ish plus. Yeah, it's going to be about 250 upkeep or whatever that I could erase by disbanding those ships, but I'm going to keep them just in case. Let's just go really aggressive here and try to capture these settlements quickly. That way I can keep my income snowballing. Those of you who are familiar with my videos, you know that I'm more of an aggressive player. I play pretty fast. Okay. Let's do this. This Roman army is nothing but spearmen here, but they do have throwing pila. Limitanie, I think it's Limitanie is how you pronounce that. Okay. Can I assassinate this Burgundy diplomat? No, there's no way. Edelwolf is out of there. I'm going to go ahead and hire more Saxon Kiel. I'm going to keep the ball rolling. Okay, quick save. Go ahead and end the turn. Trade rights. You can manipulate diplomacy in this way to where if any faction offers you trade rights, you can manipulate it by asking for money. And if you do this, it doesn't always work, but you can typically get a good amount. Like they're going to give me 2,000 just for accepting trade rights. So take advantage of that when you can. All right. What we got here? Just archers and general's cav. I'm hoping I can wipe these guys out. I don't have a lot of horse superiority, although my faction leader does have a larger unit count, 88. Do I have shield wall? I do with every one of these. My spearmen do not have any pila, but we will set up a wall here. Just like so. Do something like this. Take skirmish mode off. Okay, let's go ahead and set this up.
The feeble enemy have more men.
What are these guys here? Are these Rebel General Cav? They are. They look to be barbarian of nature. I think that's the barbarian warlord. Very similar, yeah. Very similar in some way. Okay. Well, since that's just the warlord, I'm going to send my men up like this to handle his cav, just my 2 spearmen units there. Now, the archers are going to be coming from this direction, so I think I'm going to set up my Saxon Kiel in this direction, just like so. Let's space these guys out further to cover more distance, just so that I can get my archers behind them safely without changing the formation too much. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and attack these guys head on. I'll send my warlord up. Run with him. I don't know why he stopped running. Let's throw this thing on double speed here. Try not to lose too many casualties here. Okay, go on triple speed. Blow the trumpet. There we go. Just got some good casualties there.
This is no longer
Warlord is
battle.
retreating.
This is a hunt. No, a coward chase.
Okay, now let's bring our spearmen in behind here, or on the left flank rather. Knock that thing on triple speed. Am I going to be able to catch up to his general? Winded. If he changes to tired mode, I'll be able to catch up and kill him. But either way, even if he doesn't, it's not going to matter because he's not in the settlement. So, at least I don't think it's going to matter. Okay. It's fine, it's fine. Just like so. Okay. I'm gonna chase down I'm hoping that that other rebel general does not go into the city, because he's the only one that's going to survive this. I'm literally going to chase down the rest. Let's take these guys off fire at will. I'm going to chase these guys down. Nobody's going to survive this. Just like that. That little small unit up there, it's not enough to really matter. Oh dear, those guys were able to make it out. It's all good. If for some reason they still have a garrison after this, I can rush in with my cav and wipe out what's left. Hopefully I didn't lose too many casualties there. They do have a small garrison left. That's fine. No big deal. Okay, let's go ahead and send these guys in. Oh, it's just the archers. Maybe I should... I'm curious if I auto-resolve this. Cool. Okay. If it's going to damage any of the buildings.
Settlement captured.
Okay, no, just the wall. Cool. Well, I'll take that. Wotan. Do I even have... I do have a Temple of Wotan. What does it do again? Experience bonus? Yes. Yui does the missile bonus. Donar does the morale bonus. I think experienced troops is probably more beneficial than anything else. So, let's go ahead and... Is the port going to give us much? Yes. Look at that. I'll take that. Let's throw this tax rate on high. Oh dear, I don't have any way to recruit anything. Holy cow. Actually, I'm going to do muster field first, and then I'll do the port, just so I'm able to recruit levy spears. What are these guys doing? We have rebels spawning, and I'm not even in the yellow on my public order. Well, so here's a little thing. Is it going to show it this turn? No. Okay, well, if you look right here in income, if rebels spawn in your settlement, you want to take them out as quick as possible, because this being the first turn that they spawn, I'm not getting any deductive bonus or deductive, what's the word I'm looking for? So if you look here in the building details on income, if you wait any longer than the first turn that rebels spawn, then you'll get a deduction here due to what's the word is devastation. So devastation, if you have any rebel army in your region, it will cause you to lose like 50, 100, however much income per turn due to devastation, because it's basically factoring there's rebels running amok and raiding and pillaging in your region. So in order to keep your income from suffering, you'll want to wipe out rebels as soon as possible. Let's go ahead and wipe these guys out since I'm talking about it. Oh, geez. What are they? Levy spearmen and hunters. I could actually... You know what? I can... Well, there's an assassin here. Let's go ahead and take care of the assassin. Hopefully. Okay. Fingers crossed. Let's go. And I got the trait increase. So, I'm just going to bribe these guys if I can. It might be a little bit expensive, but they will both join my army. And I'll take full advantage of that. I'm going to retrain them next turn. Okay, well, my spy has 2 skill points. I'm going to bring, or not my spy, my assassin. I'm going to bring him down and take care of this. Let's bring him here. Alright, like so. I can just build this army up. I think Edelgard, whoever this is coming down to take Campus Chadiai. So I'm just going to keep building my military up here. And I'll just use my military to come down and take that capital there when I get the chance. What do we got here? I don't know. Can't see. Alright. Can't retrain anything at the moment. Can't do anything else. Bring my spy in. So another thing you guys may or may not know, if you have a spy in your settlement, when enemies send their spies to spy on your settlement, or if you put a spy in your army, wherever your spy is staying, whether it be joined in an army or joined into a settlement. See how my spy is in this settlement here? It will make it way harder. The enemy will have way lower percent chance to be able to do anything with an enemy spy or an enemy assassin, in order, like if he's going to send his assassin in to try to assassinate any of my generals or to cause any sabotage to my city, he's going to be way less likely to succeed if I have a spy in here. And also, it will probably catch enemy spies or catch assassins and kill them. There's a good chance that'll happen too. So maybe spies have more than one purpose. I always use them, of course, to send them in enemy settlements to break the gates open, but they do have multiple purposes. All right. I don't think we can do anything else this turn. So I'm going to quick save in the turn. My income is good at the moment. Pick a Saxonus. That is my capital. Grove to Uwe. I don't really need to focus on that. I'm already getting +2 to my missile weapon, and I just finished the weaponsmith, which gives me a third. And you can only max out at 3, so it's kind of pointless to get that extra third. It would be a 4th, but you can't get 4, so kind of pointless to do that. Let's do. Do I really need Saxon Sea Raiders? They're not that good. I mean, it would be more cav, so I can chase down routing units, but my generals are pretty good at that. Bonus due to law. Do I have any? I do not have any negatives on my income when it comes to corruption. So that's something else, guys. If you look at your buildings here, see I'm getting a bonus to happiness and then a bonus to law. For every bonus you get to law, if you look in your settlement details here, there is an icon that will appear here at the negatives. See this negative sign? Anything here is affecting your income negatively, and corruption is also one of those things that can pop up. And the way to get rid of corruption, which will increase your income, is to build buildings that give you a bonus to law. So bonuses to law will reduce corruption, which will increase your income. Let's see, let's retrain. And more Saxon Kiel. Move this army in. Retrain them as well. Do not need to retrain all the ships at once. Okay. I guess I could get the experience bonus on my archers. That'd be better than nothing. Bonus to paganism. I think we're good at that. Good with that. He is sending his army down. Can I do anything else? Yes. Let's go ahead and wipe this guy out. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. And we're spying there. Closing in for the kill. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Holy cow. Look. Look at all these armies. Gosh, dude. If the Romans send that army up to Campus Fricii, I'm dead. I'm gone. I don't know if I'll be able to hold out. I don't think I'm gonna be able to go for the capital. I need to send more men down to reinforce. What can I do? What can I do? I can retrain these guys. I don't want to go too crazy on building too many men up to where I lose income with all the upkeep. Let's see, what am I at right now currently? I'm going to go ahead and end the turn with what I'm at now and see if the Romans come up toward me. Yes, okay, trade rights. Let's ask for 5k, even if they offer less. Let's ask for 1,000 then. We will give you 770. I'll take it. Anything's better than nothing. End of turn report. What do we got here? Muster field. Okay, we can start. Do I want to focus on any economy, or do I want to focus on military since I'm kind of at a disadvantage? Oh my goodness. Holy cow. Man. really, man, I don't know. What is this guy's command stars? 2. And I've got 3. But the only thing I could retrain is my spearmen. What is this going to give me again? I've got to focus on economy or I'm going to start struggling because I'm constantly building troops. And I can't take anything else right now, so I'm going to hit economy first. I'm not going to retrain at the moment. When it comes to those guys down there. So that's +2, +2, +2.
Orders.
If this guy besieges me, that'll be 1 turn, and he'll wait 2 turns before he attacks. That'll be 3 turns. So I can reach here in 2 turns. 3rd turn, retraining. Can I do anything to him? 8%? There's no way that's happening. Man, I don't know. I really just want to retrain my men and get a strong army because this army is pretty battered. I'm going to send my men up to retrain, honestly. 1 experience point. I'm going to recruit 1 levy spear, and I'm going to send the rest up to retrain. It may sound crazy. Let's do this. But I'm not very confident with what I've got to work with right now. That's 6 Saxon kill, 3 archers, 3 spears. I'm going to do 7 Saxon kill, honestly. The more Saxon kill, the better. Do I have any good mercenaries available? Mercenary Golden Band, that is a great unit. 12, 10, 8, 5, and then 11, 5, 9, 7. A total of 11, 21, and 12, 23. The upkeep is slightly more, but the difference is these guys have metal armor and these guys have leather. So these guys are a lot tankier. They have less per unit stack, but these guys also, you can't see, it doesn't show the morale stat when you look at the statistics here, but every troop has a morale stat, a charge stat, everything. It's all in the game files. And if I'm not mistaken, the Mercenary Golden Band, they have 16 morale or 14 morale, and then Saxon Kill have 12. And the Darthmod are with the files that I have. I know there's 1,000, and it's going to be a little bit more upkeep, but I think it's worth it, honestly. I'll take them, for real. Okay. A quick save. If I can just hold out. I'm going to keep my spy there. Can't do anything else at the moment. Trade rights, alliance. Pay me for that. Yes, I got 5K. I'll take that. Okay. End of turn report, coming of age, Telgus. Firm personal morality. Confident attacker, calm. This dude's actually got good stats. He would make a good governor. Influence and management. Increase public order. Yeah, I'm going to probably have this guy stay at Vicus Saxonis. Vicus Saxonis, I think is how you say it, I don't know. Okay, so. Gelder. Let's knock this retraining out. 1, 2, 3. 3 archers. 7 Saxon kill. Let's go for 8. 3 spearmen. It's a lot, I know. And for some reason, he has not besieged me yet. Holy cow, look at that. And more. Oh my gosh, dude. Look at all these. Okay, I'm actually going to spy on this and see what we got going on here. Morale for all troops. Command when fighting against barbarians. So if he attacks, or not attacks, but period, going against this guy, he's going to get an additional 2 command stars because we're barbarians, so that's going to be 4. If he attacks us first, that's going to give him an additional 3. That'll be 7. For every command star a general has, I think it gives them +1 attack, +1 defense, +1 morale to all troops. So I cannot let him attack me. And even if I attack him, he's still going to have 4 command stars. So inferior cavalry commander, expert infantry. Okay, well, I don't. Let's see. Politician. Okay, well, he's got infantry. That's why he's getting the 2. So what do we got in the army here? 3 comitatenses. 1, 2, 3, 4 archers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Limitanie. And then this army down here. 3 more comitatenses. 1 unit of cav. 2 more Limitanie and an archer. So altogether, that's 6 comitatenses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 spearmen. 5 archers. And a general with another unit of cap. That is a ton. This is crazy. I'm going to have to send everything I've got. And still don't know for sure about it. For real. I'll have to play it carefully. If I could just wait out 2 more turns, I could retrain my archers and give them 1 more chevron. But, oh well. I'm fine with what they got. I don't have time to wait. Income, I'm still in the positive, and I keep getting these trade diplomatic bonuses. Okay, so he sent his main army back down. I'm not going to chance it, though. I'm not going to split up my army, because I will eventually come into contact with this big army. Okay, so here's the Roman spy. Let's take him out. Nice, we got another trade increase.
Killer waiting for orders.
Okay, I'm going to leave this guy here, just for the bonus on the economy. Let's get our units lined up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go 3 spearmen, 3 archers. Actually, no, I'm going to get my mercenary golden band in there. So let's do golden band, then we'll do spearmen, archers. Yes, I like that better. What do we got on mercenaries? None. Cool. We don't have any retinue to give to my faction leader. This guy's got some influence, but that's about it. Master trader, that's cool. Soothsayer, +2 morale. Dude, that's huge. Give my units +2 morale. Discount on training cost. More public order. Mighty War Chief. Okay, we will take our army with what we got here and hope for the best. I'm pretty confident, even if I do. I know I just said I wasn't, but I don't know. I feel like with this golden band, that's going to help me out a lot. Do I want to recruit anything else? I think I'll probably recruit some more just to be safe anyway. It never hurts. I could use some more income here. With that, let's go ahead and end our turn. Now I'm at -800 per turn. I've got to break this siege as quick as possible so I can get my income back up. Archer range has been built. 1 more kill. What should we do here? I'm just going to build the stables anyway. That way, after I upgrade my city, I can go straight for royal stables to get those mounted nobles. I don't have any other unit available for archers. Okay, let's send our army down. Oh, more mercenaries available. A mercenary golden band. I will take that. What do we got here? I'm going to retrain him. And then I'll send him back down on the following turn to join up with the army again. I'm going to retrain as much as possible because I am not chancing it against the Romans. Oh, nice. I hope he does come into contact with the Franks and they just kill each other. I would not complain about that at all. Look at this Roman stack. Holy cow. Yeah, the Romans. I'm telling you, they are a beast. What are we looking like here on the rest of the map? Vandals are coming down here. Sarmatians are on the run. Huns, pretty typical movement from them. The Sassanids here, if they get a snowball going when it comes to taking over the Eastern Roman Empire. They can be pretty dangerous. Vice versa, the Eastern Roman Empire can be dangerous too. Either way, they'll be probably the greatest challenge for us. Either the Sassanids or the Eastern Romans. Late game will probably be the greatest challenge for us here. But early on, just taking out all these barbarian factions and then taking out the hordes. Franks, Burgundy, and Lombardy, all three of those, if you wipe all their buildings, all their settlements rather, they will all three factions spawn hordes, which is a lot to deal with. For some reason, the Alemanni do not spawn hordes when you wipe them, so I will not be wiping any of these three factions until I know they have a secondary building before I take any other buildings. I will be very careful about that because I cannot handle a horde at the moment. We did break the siege. Can we build something? I got the port built. Now our income is going to be decent. Let's build land clearance. That's going to give us another 130, 120 roughly. Retrain up those guys. Okay, quick save in the turn. Yep, the Romans are attacking the Franks here. That's scary, dude. Honestly, if they wipe the Franks, that's going to spawn the Horde. And then we'll have a Frank Horde on our hands. And the Romans. Alemanni are moving in. Well, let's go ahead and send our army down. I don't know what else we could do at the moment. More mercenaries available. Not anything good, though. Knock these guys back. And we'll go ahead and follow it up. Why can't I move? I can't. Let's move our spy then. And then maybe I can move. Perfect. Alright. Who's this guy? Tilo? Oh, great. A giant rebel army has spawned. Okay. Let's do a unit of archers.
General.
Let's send the golden band back down.
General. Move out. Out of moves.
Alright. Quick save. Bada bing, bada boom. What do we got here? Nothing. New homeland. Sarmatians, I'm assuming. Land clearance. Okay. What do we want to do now? Do we want to increase farms even more? We could. What would a market do? 277 to 318. Not much. I'm going to do a farm. Or I could do a meeting hall. I'll do a... Well... I'll do a farm, then a meeting hall. Because my economy is already tanking. I've got to take another settlement.
Orders.
I don't want to split my forces, but I can go ahead and besiege Colonia Agrippa this turn. He can't reinforce it right away. And I should be able to... So if I besiege it this turn, then he could send all his armies around to reinforce, and I could wipe them all in one go, hopefully.
Orders. Move out.
Send these guys in.
Orders.
Mercenary Veterani. That's a huge upkeep. This is a Roman mercenary. They are really strong. One of the strongest units in the game. Huge melee and missile bonus. Huge armor, defensive bonus. Just a lot to recruit and a lot to upkeep. Maybe later on we can do that. I'm worried that the Romans will hire them, but we'll take a chance on them not. We did not get the broken gates, but I will go ahead and besiege it. Join our assassin up there. I probably could send him to attack this guy, the assassin, but I'm going to keep him near my general. Do another archer. Alright. I don't think I have anything else to do. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Oh, nice. Giant army here. And they hired 2 missionaries. They didn't hire the veterani, though. Rebellion or worse. Eastern Empire. They have a rebellion. Cool. Okay, so now the Goths are on the run. The whole Goth horde. And then the Vandals. Where are the Vandals? Down here. Huns are there. Hordes everywhere. That's the thing about Barbarian Invasion. Always a horde somewhere. Got the stables built. Don't really have time to build the full stable. But there's something I can do. I am taking... See this, guys? Devastation. I'm losing 58 income per turn due to this rebel army being in my region. So that's why this devastation is important to take care of. Also, Burgundii, this guy here, is in my region. I hope he's not about to attack me. I don't really want any raiders at the moment. What are their upkeep? 160, 115. Let's just get more Saxon Keel.
Yes, General.
If I get paved roads at Campus Fricii, I can move my mercenary down in one go. Can I even get paved roads as the Saxons? I cannot. That sucks. Okay. Alright then.
General.
Only thing I know to do is attack. He won't be able to reinforce with his large army. Just a bunch of spearmen, archers, and then all those guys. Well, the good news is if I win this battle... Oh gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 command stars on the enemy general. If I win this battle, I should get another upgrade on my general, making him even stronger, which will help me against that large Roman army, is what I'm hoping. Okay, how do I want to go about this? I've got 5 rams. If I rush the city and then stay around the town center, lock up the enemy in the streets, I can't flank them as much, but I can still kind of manipulate that some way, in somewhat form or fashion. I'm going to send my spearmen in with the rams. Let's get my archers up in the front. Turn them off skirmish mode. I'm going to drop this ram, drop this ram. I don't need all of them. Let's go to show wall. This guy cannot go to show wall, but that's fine. Let's get him in a little bit of a closer formation, just like so. And then I can bring my mercenaries in. I'll do 4 ranks, or 4 columns. Alright, let's go ahead and send these guys in. Archers first.
Enemy have more men. Ha! These are more heads for our warriors to collect in triumph.
Send this guy in and this guy in. Knock the thing on triple speed. Alright. Bring this guy forward. If I can get some kills here. These archers. No doubt that chevron and also these gold weapon upgrades should help with the damage output. Looks like it is putting these guys away quickly. That's the one thing I've noticed about Total War, at least with Rome Total War and Barbarian Invasion, is if you have really good archers, they can be some of the strongest units in the game and get the most kills. 2 more, 3 more. Okay, triple speed it is.
The battering ram is at the walls. Our warriors attack.
For some reason, I mean, I have pretty good specs on my PC. Pretty good specs. Not like great, but still, it's like no matter how much good specs I have on my PC, Rome Total War has always kind of run a little bit janky. Like If I go on triple speed, it lags still pretty bad. And this is an old game. I think Rome Total War, was it, did it come out in 2004 or 2007? One of the two, maybe? I can't remember. But anyway, it is a fairly old game. But still just struggles to run smoothly. I'm going to send, I don't know. I don't even need to really do that. I don't even need to open the gates. There's that large army coming in. 76%, 80%. I'm going to move these Saxon kill here. These Saxon kill here.
The enemy walls are down. Our warriors will take their reward in blood and treasure.
Okay, send these guys here as well. Then the mercenary golden band can reinforce here. Can I put these in tight formation? Nope, that's loose formation. I know on regular Rome Total War with Darthmod, the changing your formation actually makes the formation tighter. At least with the Roman soldiers, that is. What do we got here? Decent casualties coming in here. Still, I'm going to move the spears out of the way. Actually, I'm going to move the spears in. Let's do that. Charge the cav. They have more spearmen there, but I'm pretty sure I can get those cav in there. I am going to bring these spears out of the way and send the Saxon kill in. Those archers are putting in work, man. I'll take it. Attack the general. And then the Saxon Kiel are going to run up here. Let's walk them so they don't use too much stamina. I'm going to walk these guys up. These guys here. I don't think I really got anything to worry about there. Let's see. Federati infantry. These guys are coming in over here in the back entrance. There's the Comitatenses, and they got the two or three Battanier, 2 archers. I wanted to bum rush the town center and then just prevent them from coming into the city. I don't know how that's going to work. Nice, we're getting some casualties here on the general. I want to bring my general in so bad just to get the aura bonus. I'm hoping that my spearmen won't struggle much. I know on very hard battle difficulty, a full unit of spears even struggles with a general. So they're wavering right now. That's crazy. Tell me how spearmen are going to waver against horsemen. That's the difference in very hard battle difficulty and not very hard battle difficulty. Send the swordsmen in to reinforce. Send more in as well. Send these guys on the opposite flank, or the opposite direction. And then I can take the mercenary golden band, and just in case, I'll put them down in there in that corner. Are they coming through this gate? I think so. Nice. Almost dead. Well, I say that, but they still have almost half their horsemen left. That's insane.
The warlord of the enemy army is running like a startled
That is insane.
goat. Hunt him.
There's
goat.
the general. Dead.
You have killed the
Take it.
enemy general. Now his men show fear.
I'm going to leave the spearmen
Now
out of
they
it.
turn and run.
Actually,
Attack! Attack!
I'm going to bring this guy in. Let's bring this unit of spears in against the Federati Cav. And then I'll line up all of my Saxon Kiel like so. Just like that. That way I can have them there when I need them. go ahead and run these guys forward. Commit a Tensays are there. I want to be careful how I handle this. Can I do it like this? Run those in there. And then put these guys in the back. I know I'm getting hit here. I don't know why I think my men rushed forward on their own for some reason. What is this? Broken? How are my men broken? How are they even broken? Why are all my men breaking? It's literally just a unit of cav. What is going on? This is crazy. Like, what? That is insane. They're just Federati cav. They're not even strong cav. That is crazy. That is insane to me. That makes no sense. They're all getting trampled. I had 5 units of Saxon kill, and 1 unit of Federati cav just routed everybody. That is unrealistic. That is crazy. I guess it was the combination of the Limitanye spears getting thrown at them and the cav rushing them. That's ridiculous, man. That is unrealistic. Completely unrealistic. That's why I hate very hard battle difficulty. It's because it's not even realistic.
Now the streets will. You have killed the enemy general. Now his men show fear. Now they may turn and run. Attack! Attack!
It just doesn't make any sense to me at all. Like, Federati cav, for those of you who don't know, these cav are some of the weakest cav in the game. And that compared also with the Limitanye, they're some of the weakest spearmen in the game. Those 2 units routed 5 of my Saxon kill. How does that happen? That's unrealistic. Unrealistic, completely. Anyway, I'm done complaining about it. I might cry later, but it's okay. I'm going to bring my general over here just because I don't trust these Saxon killed not breaking on me. I'll bring the mercenary golden band up as well. They're probably the only unit I have with good morale. And dude, in this general here, one of his retinue is +2 morale to all your troops. And that didn't help me at all. That's ridiculous. Anyway, I'm done. See if these archers can do anything. What's going on here? The Tensays. Mercenary golden band, I'll run them up. Bring my warlord here. Where are they? Let's bring my archers here then. I'm gonna run them all up like so. Just to get them out of the way, I'm gonna run them up like that. Yeah, tell me how that's... Yeah, that's crazy. Look at that. Oh, man. Alright, whatever. I'm going to run these guys out of the gates now. Or not. They're a little close. Let's hit these guys from the rear. How about that? Sounds like a good idea. Maybe I can do it like so. Run those guys out. They're exhausted already. Run my general up like so. And why are you getting out of position? Hold position. Oh my gosh, and now their archers are hitting me from behind. That's okay. What is my impetuous? Good. Why are you still moving? I literally told you to hold position. I'm struggling. They're not going to rout. Might as well turn Flaming Shot off so I don't take any extra casualties from my own arrows. Move my Warlord out. Try to get some rear charges or something. Something, anything. Nice. Okay. I'm going to charge his archers. All of his men are breaking. Okay, let's pause my archers so I stop taking friendly fire. Charge his men. Send my men in. Of course, my cab aren't going to listen to me. I love Rome Total War, guys, so much. Triple speed. So much. Oh, man. I wish I had a doctor retinue, so that way some of my men, all my casualties, got limited. I'm going to send these guys in. Like so. Mercenary Golden Band. Do your job. There we go. We got the route.
This is a hunt. No, a coward chase.
Okay, well, that took way longer and was way harder than intended. Stop taking tower casualties, please. Alright, who we got left? Oh. Okay, well, we got more men to go. Let's bring all of our men in. Let's bring these guys here. I'm gonna keep this on triple speed. Bring my general in as well. I don't know if I'll even end up needing these guys, but I have them. That's the Mercenary Golden Band. I'm gonna send them on this side. Send all my Saxon Keel here. Okay, so we got two Limitania, or one Limitania, one Archer. That's it. I think that's all. So, how I'm gonna handle this? The Mercenary Golden Band are so slow, dude. Everything's exhausted right now. Everybody's exhausted. I'm hoping these guys charge forward. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and charge. I'm gonna charge everybody in, literally everybody. Why are you coming from that direction? Pathfinding is... Are you serious, man? Why, dude? I'm telling you, man. Like, nothing makes sense in this game.
The enemy warlord is dead, slain by your brave warriors.
Take care of those stupid archers, man. Gosh.
The enemy army runs. Now hunt them down.
Ah, go. Alright. You know what? Let's just do that. Let's just pepper them. Just take our archers and wipe them out. I'm about to just get a full army of archers. I probably could rely on archers more than anything else right now at the moment. Everything else just routes so quickly.
Fate has smiled.
Ah, man. That was a rough battle. And the saddest part about it is probably 3 or 4 of my stacks of Saxon kill probably are going to banish. And with that, I'm probably going to have such a small army I won't be able to defeat these guys. There's no way, dude. There is no way. I literally lost 6 stacks.
Yes. Orders.
There's no way I'm beating this. There is no way, dude. They are the same upkeep. I'm going to just build a unit of spears. I don't know what to do here. I really don't. I could take all my army back up to the capital. I could do that. Yeah, I don't know. I already have a muster field. I don't have a practice range or stables there. I can't really retrain there. I'll be honest, the only thing I'm going to do is just build 1 unit of spears. I'm going to do a tactical retreat for now, man. There's no way. There's no way I'm winning that battle. There is no way at all. Did I get any trait bonus at all? Gloomy? Gloomy? How did I get a gloomy trait? -1 morale. I didn't lose a battle. I literally just won that battle and got a bad trait for winning. How in the world? Well, this is just trash. Oh, man, dude. I don't even know anymore. I'm moving the whole army out. Recruiting 1 unit just so that when he besieges me, I can use that unit to delay the enemy.
Yes. Move.
I don't know, man. Bloody. We're gonna try, though. We'll try.
Yes. Forward.
We'll do that. Let's go ahead and... I don't know. I think I've done recruiting for now. I could... I could do a cesspool. Why not? Why not? That'll give me more public order. Well, we wiped out a lot of their army. But that's just too much, man. Look at that. There's no way. Tactical retreat, guys. Oh well, I think that's probably about the place I'll call this part 1 of my Saxon playthrough. Not the best start, but hey, we're making progress slowly but surely. Tell me, you guys, if you think that was a little absurd that 5 units of Saxon kill started routing because 1 unit of Federati Cav and a unit of Limitagne through their Pila. Literally, that caused my whole entire 5 stacks of Saxon kill to rout and get trampled. That's half of my army gone. I think that's a little bit much. Maybe I'm just complaining, but I don't know. Tell me if you guys agree or disagree. But thank you guys if you stayed around till now. I'm going to go ahead and make a save and call it part 1 of this series over. And I will be posting part 2 before you know it. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, give me any advice if you think I'm doing anything wrong. I could use the advice probably since I've never played on very hard battle difficulty before. I have the general understanding of battle strategy. Doesn't mean I always execute it very well or properly, but I'm sure some of you are used to playing on very hard difficulty, so appreciate your support as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.